Good afternoon to our beautiful and handsome panel. We are the team Last of Us, and we're here to present our project proposal to our chosen company.
This chapter provides information about the project, objectives, company background, scope and limitation, and the project development. This chapter also discusses the problems that the company is encountering and how they were determined by the proponents. Printing press is one of the most important technological breakthroughs in the history of humankind. Its invention is described in addition to the changes the press underwent throughout its history. The impact on the history of humankind is also analyzed. Printing press made it easier to get information and documents to be printed. Also, the printed made it simpler to get data and archives to be printed. Instead of the information being duplicated by hand, printing press made it possible to print various duplicates without a moment's delay. It may seem that print has lost its value, but that's not true. Be it advertising or packaging, printing services is essential to support the functioning of various sectors. It is an important channel that increases reach and helps in spreading information. Norwan Express Printing Services is a sole proprietorship company that prints anything on paper. The company also has expertise in printing receipts, flyers, posters, coffee soap boxes, newsletters, souvenir programs, notebooks, diaries, company packaging boxes, and election materials.
Accumulation of data is made via online interview and online observation. The data gathered by the proponents was analyzed through the use of a Pareto chart that showed the most common problems of Norwan Express printing services. The company has been encountering 60.93% defects, 31.96 extra processing when printing papers, and 1.67% idle time in the pre-press, press, and post-press area. Other negligible problems included unnecessary motion, no PPEs, scattered scraps, old machines, lack of inspection, lack of manpower, unorganized workplace, and wrong method of inspection. As a result, the company has a potential loss of 9,020 pesos worth of receipt paper and ink usage per month, or 108,240 pesos per year, plus the 30,000 loss from packaging paper cost and discount, 20,000 loss from packaging paper cost, and 10,000 loss because of the discount. This was despite the fact that the company had a capacity of making 3,500 papers per hour in the baby offset machine and 5,000 per hour in offset machines and 3,000 paper per hour in folding packaging paper via die-cut machine. For our Pareto chart shows the different problems for Norwan Express printing services that are facing. Based on the results of 80-20 rule, the proponents will focus on the defects, processing time, and idle time.
For the project objectives, the general objective is to design an optimized production and management systems to minimize defects and extra processing in the company in accordance with engineering standards and with consideration of trade-offs based on multiple realistic constraints such as economic, safety, environmental, sustainability, and risk. The specific objectives are the following: to identify the current process of the company in printing papers, to identify the causes of problems using the root cause analysis tools, to create 3 designs that can eliminate the problems, to analyze the 3 designs with alternatives to remedy existing problems, to choose and apply the most beneficial design alternative, and to give conclusions and make recommendations.
The client. The term Norwan came from the owner's mother and father, whose names are Nora and Juan. Norwan Express Printing Services was born at Malawi Street, Project 3, Quezon City in 2010. At that time, there were only printing machines and one small cheap laptop for layouting. The owner or the manager of the company is a former medical technology graduate and worked overseas as medtech. When the mother of the owner died, the owner took over the house, since no one could take care of the house, and started the printing company in the house of his late mother and father. Eventually, the owner moved out to expand the business. Currently, she owns 5 computers, 2 used for layouting, 2 for facilitating computer to plate, and 1's owner personal computer, 1 Xerox machine, 1 CTP plate printing, 1 developer machine, 2 offset machines, die-cut machine, cutting machine, and 3 baby offset machine, which is currently outside the plant. The company prints anything on the paper. The The company major clients are the hospitals, banks, schools, clinics, and other business. The competitors are nearby printing press business, which in the same area.
Project scope and limitation. The scope of this project is to create a new design and system that will improve the flow of the process in press, pre-press, press, and post-press in printing papers. Minimize the bottleneck in the post-press area. The owner did not give the financial statement of the company due to confidentiality of information. The proponent used root causes analysis tools to identify the vital problems. Pareto chart, Ishikawa diagram, problem 3, objective 3.
Okay. For our project development, we have the problem opportunity, interview and observation, and for the ideation, we wanted to improve the system, improve productivity, minimize defects, and reduce the risk of profit loss. And for our validation, we use Pareto chart, Ishikawa diagram, and tree diagram. And the execution that we will do is to recommend solution, process conceptualization, and supervision. The proponents also use Ishikawa to determine the factors that causes the defective products. The first, we have management, having no financial records, lack of supervision. For man, we have the staff, human error, lack of skill, and lack of training. For methods, we have wrong process of printing, extra processing, and no inspection of products. For milieu not well ventilated, workers can't move properly to do their job comfortably. We have maintenance, no proper people assigned to maintain the machines, self-maintenance of machines, and for our machine, we have old machines and lack of inspection. For materials, papers are too delicate and prone on wrinkling. For our measurement, hallways are too tight, machines are not well organized, and doesn't have a space for finished products.
As you can see, the middle part is the problem and the bottom part is the causes and the top part is the effect. The causes of the defects in the Norwan Printing Express services is lack of manpower, lack of training, lack of skills. Unorganized workplace, workers can't work properly, and doesn't have proper storage for finished products, old machines, and no proper maintenance. The effect is the processing. The effect is the reprocessing of the products become waste or rejects, resulting to delays and loss of profit. This is the new and improved objectives, minimizing defects, which also the cost, capacity of utilization, planning, alternative designs. The proponents also want to hire workers with skills and proper training and coherent workplace so that the workers can work properly, and also to have a good storage for finished product. And lastly, replacing with new machine and hiring machine technician. The effect is, or the result will be declogging of bottleneck in post-press area to conserve the products and to avoid delays. Lastly is the minimal waste to earn more profit. That's all, and thank you.